I'm not trying to like flex on you or anything, but like this is my physique and all that. Oh yeah. And the thing I'll just say is like compared to a lot of people around my age range, this 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 years old, like I look better than most of them, honestly. And the thing I just want to say, or the reason why I'm making this video is because I would say this physique is like 60, let's say 60 to 70% genetics, then 40 to 30% actually working out and everything. Like I just noticed like I'm blessed, like in terms of like getting muscle and doing a physique and everything, like it comes a lot easier for me. And it kind of sounds unfair, but that's exactly the reason why I'm making this video, because many times we like to look down on people that had things easy for them, who he was born to a rich family but he has good genetics, or I don't know, he's very intelligent, he has good parents, like something like that. We like to look for people that had good things in their life and try to bring them down. But I think if you're somebody that had like something good, like maybe you were born in a first world country, for example, or your parents are like rich people or something like that, so you have good genetics, I think you should be grateful for that. You shouldn't try to downplay the gifts God has given to you, because if you think about it, it's actually like a gift of life. Because this thing that you were born with or you were given is like a gift, like you didn't really ask for it and you didn't really work for it either, and you were given these gifts. But the thing you have to be very careful about is to make sure you maintain this thing, because like look at my physique, for example, like I just showed you. Like I said, is mostly like 70% genetics and 30% exercise and everything. If I continue down that trend of only doing 30% of exercise and everything, guess what is going to happen the time I'm like 30 years old, the time I'm 35, the time I'm moving like maybe 25 self, let's say 26, 27, 30. Guess what's going to happen? All this physique you see, all these muscles and everything, they are going to vanish. They are going to disappear very, very quickly, and to turn to like that bod, or what do they call that type of body, like skinny fats, where you just have like big stomach and stuff like that. The physique is going to vanish very, very quickly, and that is because if I don't maintain it, if I don't take care of it, if I don't grow it, if I don't nurture it, if I don't like improve on what has been given to me, it's going to vanish very quickly. Same thing with like why they usually say like a wealthy parents usually pass down money to their children. After like 1 or 2 generations, all the money is just blown, because since these children, they didn't really work for the money. They won't maintain it, they won't grow it, they won't nurture it, they won't like take it to the next level, they won't build on the gifts that has been given to them. So they'll just end up like spending it anyhow and just like wasting it away. So that's the thing you have to be very, very careful about. If you have something like good given to you, maybe you are born in a first world country, or you have good genetics, you are born to a rich family, or no, you have good health self, you have good health, that's what majority of all have in common. Better make sure you're maintaining it, make sure you're building upon the gifts God has given you, because if you don't do anything to this good health, guess what's going to happen like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, especially now that majority of us are around this age range. We don't usually take all these things seriously. You just live anyhow, you party anyhow, you eat whatever you want to eat, you sleep whenever. Like you just neglect your health, you neglect all these gifts that they have given to you, just because like they are there. Like even if you don't do much about them, like they are just not going to really go away. Like they are very strong, their presence is very strong, but eventually that presence is going to start diminishing very, very fast. So yes, if you see anybody who's like with a good physique, or somebody that was born into a rich family or something, like it's good sometimes feel like a little annoying that oh, you were not given like the best conditions to be born in. But remember that 10 years down the line, especially if you are putting in the work, you are going to have a much more better physique than the guy that he has like good physiques and everything and doesn't do anything. It's just like in high school, like most people that like I think they say most people that peak in high school, which is very true. Guess what happens to them this time? Like they end up like plateauing. Most people that, whether like high school or college, their life was very fancy. They were like the alpha male and alpha child and everything, because they didn't necessarily have to like work to get that position. Eventually, well, like as they go about their life, they like decline very, very well. But guess the nerd, the guy that had no friends, the guy that was bullied, the guy that had no girls, the guy that was born in a poor home, the guy that had the worst genetics and everything, this guy is going to ascend, because like he didn't have anything, so he had to like build these things. And by the time maybe both of them are like reaching 30, 35, 40 years old, the guy that was used to be the child and everything, his life is going to go down. But the guy that used to be the nerd, broke nerd, ugly, skinny nerd and everything, his life is going to go up. So make sure you just build on the gifts that you have been given.